Hello everyone, I'm Livy. Welcome to Livates. So this is going to be a quick workout to help you improve the strength and the mobility of your back. Okay, right, so to begin, we are just going to be lying on our backs with our feet flat on the floor and knees are bent. Okay, we're just going to begin to wake up our lower spine, just to release it a little bit, and also to wake up the muscles of our core, which are going to protect our lower spine as we work. So hands come down by the side, heels are in line with the backs of the hip joint, and when you're ready, you're going to press into the feet, tuck the tailbone and press the lower back into the mat. So just the lower back, and then bring it back again. Okay, so we're just going to do these little pelvic tilts, they're called. So we're tipping our pelvis backwards. So if our tailbone was a torch, we're thinking about shining it up towards the ceiling and then forward towards our feet. Okay, so what we're doing here, like I said, is just mobilizing through the lower back. We're also waking up the muscles in our lower bellies. Okay, so when we tilt the pelvis, we want to be hollowing through the lower abdominals, and those muscles are going to protect our lower spine when we do the movements that we're about to do. Lovely job. Last one here, breathing out as we tuck, and then we're going to come back to a neutral position. So that's where you've got kind of a little pocket of air underneath the small of your back. Good job. Okay, from here I want you to lift the left leg until it's in the tabletop position, which is knee over the top of the hip, shin parallel to the ceiling. When you're ready, you're going to point the toe of your other leg so that the toe's resting on the ground, and we're going to go for these leg switches, keeping the pelvis still and the lower abdominals engaged. We're going to switch the legs. Switch, breathe and switch, switch and switch. If this is too much, you're just going to lift one leg at a time into tabletop. Okay, but as I said, we're just warming up the muscles that are going to protect our lower spine. Good job, switching. Good job. Keep the navel pulling in towards the spine. I want you to keep your pelvis still here. If that means you've got to press your lower back into the mat a little bit, then that's fine. We're moving from the hip joint here. Okay, so we're folding and closing from the hip. We're not dropping our knees, toes down with our knees. Okay, and the legs are moving as well. Nice job. Keep going here. Again, remember you've got the option just to lift the legs off the floor alternatively if this is too much on the back. Good job. Last one here. Switch and switch. And then we're going to hug both knees in towards the chest. Good job. From here, I want you to raise your forehead, so it's up towards your knee. I want you to bring the hands around the backs of your thighs, and I want you to push the legs into the thighs as you allow the arms to straighten, and just see if you can work your way up into a seated position. If you need to release your hands and use your hands here, that's fine. We're going to finish in this lovely seated position. From here, I want you to lengthen your legs away from you. Now, I want you to be on top of your sitting bones here. So that's the bones in the bottom of your bum that you can feel when you sit. So if that means you need to bend your legs a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so find where you want to be. When you're ready, you're going to take your hands out in front. We're going to lift up and out of the pelvis as we pull the navel in towards the spine. We're going to drop the head and we're going to roll forward through the spine. Again, lifting out of the pelvis. So we're not collapsing at the belly, but we're just rolling forward. And then we're going to stack up. This is called spine stretch. So what we're doing here is we're stretching our lower spine. But in order to do that, we need to make sure we're not collapsing at the belly, okay? We want to use the abdominals as a way to pull in against the spine so it has something to stretch up and over from. Nice job. So when we're doing this, we're thinking about the opposition, okay? So heels push forward as belly button pushes back. Crown of the head lengthens forward as shoulders push back. And we feel this lovely full body stretch. Nice. Just one more here. Reaching and stretching. Good job. And then we're going to sit tall. From here, I want you to just take your hands, your feet just a little bit past hip distance apart. We're going to go for that roll down again. So we're going to stretch and roll. Okay, and this time I want you to take both hands to the inside of the right shin. Left hand goes on top of right hand. Okay, I want you to flatten off the back here. So starting from the tailbone, just begin to lift the chest, create this lovely long flat spine. Shoulder blades draw down the back. And when you're ready, you're going to open the arms to the side and twist. And then come back. So we're inhaling as we're open and twisting. Again, navel is still being pulled in. We're still lifting out of the pelvis. And then come back. So we're mobilizing our mid spine here. Lovely job. And then come back. Last one. So when we sit on the floor, it keeps our pelvis still, which keeps our lower spine still, which enables us to get right into the middle of the back. Good job. Hands come forward, roll up. We're going to roll down and do that all on the other side. I'm going to change directions just so you can see us doing it. So again, we roll down. This time hands come to the inside of the left leg. We flatten off through the back. Chest lifts. We've got this lovely long back. Shoulders are away from the ears. And then we're going to open and close. Now when you do this, I want you to think about creating length through the crown of your head. Okay, so we're lengthening through the spine as we twist. The gaze follows the hand. Okay. Now again, what I said we're doing here is we're creating mobility right in the middle of our back, okay, which is called our thoracic spine. Now this place can tend to get really stiff from when we're hunched over, typing at a desk or on our phones. So what we're doing here is we're training the muscles of the lower abdominals to protect the lower spine as we mobilise the mid-spine by strengthening the muscles of the back that are involved in rotation. I'm going to shut up now. I've just probably loaded you with too much information. Last one here. Reaching and lengthening through the spine, through the hands. Good job. And then from here, we're just going to allow the hand to drop down to the floor and come onto our sides. When you're lying on your sides, we're going to have knees right in front of the hips, legs squeezed together. Underside arm is going to come straight in front in line with the shoulder. Top side arm is going to sandwich on top of it. When you're ready, with that top side arm, keeping the legs squeezing together and facing forward, we're going to reach forward. And then we're going to see if we can draw a circle all the way over our heads. Palm opens up to the ceiling as it comes overhead. Draw a big circle. And then bring it back round again. Good. Okay, so palm goes up. Shoulder blades stay anchored into the back to control. Knees squeeze together as we come round and stretch all the way across the chest and the front of the shoulder. We're just going to do 2 more. So again, we're just waking up the rotational muscles of the back, but we're also stretching across the front of the chest and through the shoulder and the lats, which is the side of the back as we do this, which again is going to help us have much better posture. I just love this stretch just in the mornings, just to wake up through the back. Lovely job. Last one. I know I said I would do 2 more and I've ended up doing about 4 more, but you can never get enough of these. Good job. And then from here, you're going to push yourself up into a seated position. Take a hold of your shin. Reach your arm up and overhead, coming in this lovely side bend. Opening that space between the ribs and the hips. Use your breath to find a bit more space here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good job. We're going to do that rainbow arm, but that overhead twist, but on the other side. So come down on your side. Find your start position. So remember that's knees in front of the hips. Underside arm forward of the shoulder. Top side arm sandwiches on top. Anchor those shoulder blades down into the back. Create this lovely space between the ears and the shoulders. And when you're ready, keeping the knees squeezed together, you're going to reach forward with your top hand. It's going to go all the way up and over. Palm shines up towards the ceiling here. All the way around, stretching through the hands and the fingers. And then it's going to come back. Good job. So we reach forward. We come up and around. And then come back. So really try and get the back of your hand along the floor as you twist overhead. Okay, so we're just opening. Let's see if we can move with the breath. Inhale to open and stretch. Exhale to come back round. But again, don't worry too much about when you should be breathing. I just want you to breathe. Keep those knees squeezing together. I just noticed that my top leg went back a little bit. So we need to make sure that the knees stay squeezing together so that we're not twisting the pelvis and therefore twisting from the lower spine. Good job. Last one here. Nice and flowy this morning or this afternoon or whenever you might be doing it. Good job. And then come back round. Lovely. We're going to finish off with a little bit of back extension. So from here, I want you to roll onto your tummy. And I want you just to allow the head to press into the mat here, okay? From here, I want you to bring your hands underneath your shoulders. I want you to feel nice and wide across the collarbone and just draw the shoulder blades down the back. Legs are stretched away. Abdominals are lifting, pulling back away from the mat to protect the spine. When you're ready, you're going to lift the chest. The arms are going to come with you. Okay? Then you're going to swoop the arms backwards. So fingertips are pointing to toes. Then you're going to bring both them forwards and you're going to pull them back in. Okay? If you need to here, you can leave your hands on the floor as we lift up. Circle around, circle forward, and then come back. Okay, so there are two options. So you're either lifting up with the hands, they're staying lifted the whole time as they go back, reach for the toes, forward, reaching forward, and then back, lifting high, or we're just keeping them on the mat the whole time. It's your choice. Okay, so wherever you are today, I want you to think about really lifting up through the belly button and really scrunching right in the middle of the back here. Okay, right in the center. Coming down. Two more here. Think about length through the crown of the head. Okay, I know this is hard. Keep going, keep those shoulder blades anchoring, drawing down the back. We're going to do one more. Last one here. Lift nice and tall for me. Okay, keep the belly button drawn in. Reach forward. And then come back. Good job. Okay, now from here, we're going to push all the way back into our lovely child's pose. Breathe here just for a quick rest. Good job. Then we're going to finish the morning strong with some push-ups. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 different start positions here. You're either going to be in a half plank with your knees on the floor, but making sure that you've got a straight line from shoulders to hips to heels, or you're just going to be in an all fours position, making sure that you're nice and aligned, so chest between the thumbs, knees underneath the hips, or you're going to be in a full plank. Okay, so when you're ready, we're just going to do push-ups, just up and down. That's all I want you to do. We're going to go for 5 if you can. So we're going 1, 2, just do as many as you can here. Don't worry if you don't get to 5, even if it's just 1, 4, push, 5, elbows in and push, hold up in that plank. Then you're going to drop your knees down towards the mat, back into child's pose for a quick rest. Flip the hands up towards the ceiling to stretch through the sides of the back. Lovely, finding that breath. Then from here, you're going to come forward into all fours. We're going to do what's called a thread the needle stretch, right? So again, think about that alignment. Keeping the knees over the tops of the heels. Not the heels. Keeping the knees under the hips. We're going to take right arm out towards the side. Okay, we're going to twist and reach up to the ceiling, using the core to keep the pelvis still. And then we're going to thread it through our underside. Crown of the head lengthens forward. And just see, you don't have to get all the way to the floor, just as far as you can. And we're just going to reach and stretch here. If back of the hand, sideways facing hand is on the floor, we're going to push into the floor with the back of the hand. Breathe in. Good, now come back. Other side. So we open the arm out towards the side first. Shins stay pressing in towards the mat. Weight is going forward. Then we're going to thread under. Gaze towards the hand. Listen to the mat. Twisting. Breathing. Nice work. Okay, from here we're going to come back to all fours. Finish off in a seated position. I want you to bring soles of the feet together, knees apart. Hands come around the front of the shins. Sit lovely and tall with that lovely stretched, mobilized, strengthened back. Let's just take a deep breath in together. Breathing in. And breathing out. Well done. Well done for doing this workout. Well done for getting yourself onto your mat today. I hope that you enjoyed the workout, and I hope that you enjoy all of the other workouts that are part of this series. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.